So after Becky Hammon complained that the Fever were the reason the playoff format got changed,
feel about the 1-1-1 format this year?
I don't like it. I think this conversation came up last year when Indiana didn't get a game and they were upset. But for me, then you got to finish better.
She took another shot at them 3 days later, dropping a provoking statement that lit the fire even more.
You actually just referenced it twice. It is Indiana. Dropped 2 of the 3 games to them this year, but you haven't seen them since late July. What excites you about that matchup?
That they haven't seen the releases yet.
Now, I'll be honest, I had no clue what went down in Game 1 as I didn't watch it live. But when I finally sat back on my couch, cracked open my laptop, and checked the result, bam! The moment I saw the score, I was like,
boy, that escalated quickly.
I mean, let's be real. With all their injury problems all season long, the Fever had no business in the playoffs, let alone in the second round. But here they are, pulling off another stunner and shutting up another coach. So with that, let's break down exactly how it happened. The Fever is simply locked in on D right from the jump. So here's Aja one-on-one against AB. She tries to get AB out of position with a spin, but AB stood her ground, hands up, forcing a bad shot. On the other end, Mitchell sets a brush screen, freeing AB to attack with a full head of steam. And with the big rig coming in hot at 100 miles per hour, there's no way you're gonna stop this lady.
Boston up under and in.
The Aces go right back to their 4-time MVP. However, AB is there to bother the shot just enough as Aja misses this gimme. Now, while Wilson continues to lay bricks, the Fever's MVP starts to work, cashing in this 3-ball when no one picks her up. Then she picks Gray's pocket, and the black Lambo just speeds on the freeway for the layup. 15-8 is the score early on, and in this trip, the Fever picked them up full court. Lexi almost came up with a steal, but it was enough pressure on the ball handler to make an error. It was a defensive masterclass by the Fever, contesting and challenging every attempt of the Aces. While at the paint, Boston is there to clamp down on Aja without fouling, and with the business taken care of defensively, Kelsey puts Gray on skates to close the first with the Fever on top.
She's one of the best. She'll lull you to sleep and just steps back over a taller defender.
Indiana just holds Aja to 1 of 7 shooting after the first 10 minutes, and in the following quarter, the Fever's defense starts to bite once again. On the dribble handoff, Gray finds the angle and downhills to the rim. And though she gets through Lexi's defense, Turner comes out of nowhere to shut her down. Now here's Aja working her way at the nail, but Turner's length bothers her, forcing her to take a tough shot. And after that miss, Kelsey quickly attacks the backpedaling Aces to score on the break. Now in this trip, Turner stays disciplined as Aja tries to fish for a foul. And once again, Killer Kelsey takes advantage of the mismatch and sneaks in another layup.
It's like her eyes lit up and she just blew right by it.
That has been the story so far of this ball game. Put the clamps on D, then run the Aces to the ground on the other end before they could even react. Meanwhile, the Aces' defense was the complete opposite. See, Mitchell comes off this pin down curl action, and with Wilson on drop coverage, Kelsey just simply floats one in before the late challenge comes. The Aces simply have no answer on both ends, surrendering a 41-36 to the 6th seed Fever at the half, with Kelsey efficiently dominating the 4-time MVP in their head-to-head matchup. Now in the third, the Fever continues to roll by dissecting the Aces' garbage defense. I mean, on the switch, Kelsey just smokes Aja and her crew on this easy drive.
Mitchell, and what does Kelsey do? Turns on the Jets. Yep.
And as you can see from her reaction, Becky Hammon was completely disgusted with that poor defensive effort on this double high screen. Sims is on an island with Aja, then she just backs up for some reason, and so Sims made her pay. Same thing here. She pops out of the screen. Gray stays down. Sims drills the easy 15-foot J.
Mismatch with Boston guarded by...
Now on the Aces side, their 4-time MVP is playing like an absolute scrub, thanks to the Fever's solid interior defense. Meanwhile, Kelsey is just playing with her food, stopping on a dime and making highlight plays on prime time.
Mitchell. Oh boy.
With the Aces closing the gap at 5, the Fever destroys the Vegas defense on this sequence. Kelsey comes off the zoom action. Then when she gets blitzed on the ball screen, Howard swings a rock to Lexi in the corner, and she makes them pay. Then after Sims scores this in transition, the Fever locked up the Aces once again on back-to-back possessions before Kelsey kills them with a straightaway bomb to close out the quarter strong.
Knocks down another shot.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that the Aces didn't see this coming. At the end of the third, the Aces were down 69-55, and judging by their faces, the Fever had ripped their hearts out, stomped them on the floor, and drained whatever fight they had left. Cause in the fourth, the Fever just walks through them with no resistance at all. To start the fourth, Boston just fakes Ajay out of her shoes. Then Odyssey Sims turns into a point guard, finding Lexi and Turner on separate plays, just toying with the Aces defense.
Nice look inside to Turner.
And despite already being up big, the Fever continues to play hard. Here, Lexi hustles for the board and draws a foul to give the Fever another possession. Then, after Wilson secures this rebound, Petty sneaks behind her, pokes the ball, and forces Ajay to touch it last. And there it is once again, the disappointed look that basically sums up this game for the Aces, as they didn't know what hit them. And to put the nail in the coffin, here's Kelsey typing the ultimate exclamation point.
Kelsey Mitchell.
It was an absolute stunner as the 6th seed Fever pulled off a highway robbery against the 2nd seed Aces in game 1.
Respect everyone, fear no one. Thumbs in the chat.
On the night that Ajay Wilson received her 4th MVP, it was Kelsey Mitchell who stole the spotlight, dropping 34 points while shooting an efficient 12 of 23 from the field. But if anything, it was the Fever's top-notch defense that stood out on this big win, as they held down the reigning MVP to just 16 points on a horrid 6 of 22 shooting.
I'm just so proud of with this group is it doesn't matter who's on the floor, it doesn't matter who's on our roster. They give each other the freedom to be themselves. They empower one another to be themselves and to be the best version of themselves. And every time we've had a change, every time we've brought someone in, every time we've had rotational changes, they're for each other. They live the we over the me. And when you have that, it just gives you opportunities to do really special things.